In this video, we're going to talk about the 7 proven money-making emails that every restaurant should be sending to their customer list. When I first started helping restaurants with online marketing, I thought email marketing was old and tired and dead, that it wouldn't work in driving sales increases because it's been around since the 90s. But I kept hearing how great it was from people, so I decided to try it out with my friend Rahul, who owns Saffron Indian Kitchen in Philadelphia. Our goal was to send a few emails with tracking and see if it was actually worth it in terms of the sales increases it would produce. And holy moly, I was absolutely blown away by the results, because all we did was we took his existing customer list from his POS and his online ordering system, and we sent them a few emails with tracking to see if it actually helped drive additional sales. We weren't expecting that much. We would have considered like a $200 bump to be a big win, because emails are basically free to send out. But the results were wild. In just 30 days, he generated over $2,700 in additional sales that were directly trackable back to that campaign. And that was just in online sales through his website. Didn't include all the increases he saw in store. Better than that, we've now got his system dialed in and it's running on autopilot. It drips 2 new emails to his list every week, like clockwork, which now is responsible for a $9,400 additional increase in monthly sales for him, trackable back to the campaigns. The best part, it costs less than $50 a month to maintain. I finally understood what the restaurant marketers who were telling me, Adam, you've got to do email marketing, it's a game changer for restaurants, meant. It's the highest ROI marketing investment that any restaurant can make. When you've got it dialed in, it can become a superpower for that restaurant. I could not have been more wrong to think that emails wouldn't work. And when I began to research more about email marketing, because I dismissed it altogether at first, I saw a crazy statistic from a study done by the Data and Marketing Association. They found that the average ROI for email marketing in the United States is $42 for every $1 spent across industries. And I think it's even higher in restaurants for a few reasons we'll cover in this video and from the numbers that I've seen behind restaurant email marketing campaigns. So in this video, we're going to cover the top 7 types of email marketing campaigns that I've seen perform best for restaurants in years of doing this now. I'll be sharing real examples from real restaurants, including their sales data and their strategies, their language, to share those with you, in addition to instructions on how to set them up. The big concern I hear in regards to email marketing from restaurant owners is how much time it takes and how it seems like a big technical headache. So I'll make sure we spend time at the end sharing how you can automate 6 of these 7 email campaigns that we're going to discuss to run automatically without you needing to spend hours every week doing email marketing, because no restaurant owner has time for that. So let's dive in to the first money-making email. Email marketing for restaurants must have number 1, the cart abandonment email. This one is an absolute must-have, and I first saw it in action at my friend Mo and Omar's restaurant, Talkin' Tacos in Miami, which has grown from 1 to 5 locations in just 3 years through amazing online marketing strategies. They truly try it all and they do well. They set up an automatic email marketing campaign to go out to customers that started building their order online, but didn't actually check out. And it drove crazy results. As you can see, this campaign drove over $2,450 in additional sales for this taqueria in the past 30 days alone. Actually, I'll just screenshot the results they saw and put it up on screen since it's so wild. Look, Mom, I'm a real YouTuber now. I can put up screenshots on my videos. I'm getting better at this by the day. Now, you may have noticed when you shop online at retailers and online shops, that if you build your cart, add items in, and then enter your email, but you don't check out, they send what's called a cart abandonment email that says, hey, you forgot to check out, do it here in 1 click. I don't know if it's ever got you before when they send that email, but it definitely works. It's gotten me many, many, many times, probably thousands of dollars in sales just for me as a consumer from these cart abandonment emails. Here are some of the numbers behind it. In the online shopping world, marketing platform Klaviyo published research showing that every cart abandonment email sent out to customers makes $5.81 in additional sales. $5.81 per email sent out. That's just wild, because it turns out that it works even better in restaurants. When you send these campaigns, they are so relevant to guests that they have an average open rate of over 40%, which is more than double the typical email, and an average click-through rate of over 10%, which is 5 times the typical email. Here's an example of what this email could look like for, say, Talkin' Tacos. Subject line: "You left these goodies behind at Talkin' Tacos." Then showing pictures of the food in their cart that they left behind, with a body that reads, "Adam, you left these behind. Sunday night is as good a time as any for tacos. Click here to complete your order." Then a button to complete their order in just a few taps. It's super simple, literally just reminds people, and uses in psychology what's called completion bias to get them to finish what they started. It also uses the pictures of the dishes that they left in their cart to make it extra enticing, because as we all know in restaurants, people love to eat with their eyes. Why does this work, Adam? Great question. I'm glad you asked. Because lots of people get interrupted by something midway through ordering. Like maybe they get a phone call halfway through placing that online order. And just a gentle nudge is all it takes to make them remember, hey, I gotta place that order with that restaurant, and put them back on track. It also uses a psychology bias that I mentioned earlier called completion bias, where people feel extra compelled to finish what they started. So it reminds them that they already built an order and should go through with completing it. Anyway, this is a must-have email campaign, but it's certainly not the only one. That brings us to must-have email campaign for restaurants number 2 is the welcome email. Let's take a step back for a moment. When a customer signs up for your email list on your website, it's important to use that as an opportunity to set expectations with them about what to expect from your emails, and to actually give them a reason to place an order with you. By the way, let's take another step back for just a moment. If you don't currently have a way on your website for website visitors to give you their contact details and marketing opt-in, including their email, it's time you joined us in the 21st century, because that means that you are leaving serious money on the table. Here's why it's so important. Less than 1 in 10 of your website visitors are actually ready to make a purchase when they're on the average restaurant website. This is the case across almost all industries, including and especially restaurants, where conversion rates are super low on the typical website. So that means that 9 in 10 of your website visitors get completely wasted and don't convert into sales on that first visit. So if you can collect their details on that first visit and then send them a welcome email to get them to place an order, it increases the rate at which you're able to convert website visitors into actual sales increases. I'll put an example on screen of what works best for Rahul at Saffron. It's super simple, as you can see, and the goal is to set expectations and give a reason for ordering. It says, "Hey Adam, I saw you just joined our online club for Saffron, and I wanted to shoot you a welcome. Being in our online club means getting alerts about limited specials, new menu discounts, and more." So boom, we've set expectations about the benefits they get for opening these emails, which will increase open rate in the future. But more importantly, we're actually giving them an offer. By the way, it says, "I'd recommend trying our direct online ordering through our mobile app. It saves us both money versus platforms like Grubhub. It has rewards built in to give you free food for supporting local business, and is super easy to use. We even offer delivery. You can use code LOCAL for 20% off your first order on us this week. Hope to get the chance to serve you some of our delicious Indian food soon. Thank you, Rahul, owner of Saffron Indian Kitchen." That is a masterpiece of an email, because not only have we set expectations to get future emails to be opened, deals, special alerts, updates on the menu, and more, but we're now giving them a reason to place an online order with us so that we can convert more than 1 in 10 of our website visitors into actual customers and ultimately make more money from our website. I also love that it provides a nice touch, and it's signed by the owner, and it's personalized. It's achieving 3 key benefits for the restaurant. First, it's setting expectations about what is in it for the guest to keep opening these emails. Alerts on limited specials, new menu items, discounts. Those are all compelling reasons to keep opening these emails. Second, it's educating the potential customer about the importance of ordering directly. And beyond just educating them, it's giving them a reason to order immediately, which is why this email alone drives over $1,000 in additional trackable sales for Saffron and Rahul every month, like clockwork, just from sending the welcome email. So it's not only increasing the effectiveness of the rest of all their email campaigns because it gets people excited to open them, but it actually drives sales. By the way, if you found this video helpful so far, then I'd recommend taking 5 seconds to click that subscribe button on my channel below. That makes sure that you never miss out on what's working in growing a restaurant business today, because I post a few free breakdowns like this one of everything I see that's working for the thousands of restaurants that I've analyzed. From massive restaurant corporations to independent restaurants, I'm constantly sharing stories on this channel of the most effective things for growing a restaurant business. But once we've gotten the customer to actually place an order with us, there's another key email we've got to send immediately afterwards to increase sales over the long run. And that is the number 3 must-have restaurant marketing campaign, the feedback email. My friend Antoinette, the owner of Otavio's in Lakeside, California, has a genius email in place which asks guests for feedback after they order online. It's that simple. And it has driven her dozens of additional 5-star reviews every single quarter since she's activated it. More importantly, it prevents the upset Karen customers from terrorizing the restaurant online. In the restaurant business, we all know the importance of reviews. There's research from Grubhub which shows that 70% of potential guests actually check online reviews to make that decision about whether to try any given restaurant. Restaurants literally live or die by their online reputation, by their reviews. So how does Antoinette use email marketing to help build up her online reputation, you might be wondering? It's super simple. Here's how it works. Her email marketing software looks at customers that place an order, then waits an hour after the food was picked up or it was delivered and sends an email saying, "Hey Adam, how was your food and experience in ordering from us today? Would you mind taking 2 minutes to share your feedback here?" And then it has a big leave a review button. Then it says, "I read every review because making customers happy with great food makes my day. And I always want to know if there was something wrong about your experience or anything that we could improve." Now, this email shows the customer that the restaurant really cares about them. It makes them feel special. It's, by the way, signed at the end. Thank you, Antoinette, the owner. Then she uses a platform which is linked to this email where the customer can either leave a negative review or a positive review. If it was a negative review, it apologizes for their bad experience. It automatically says, "We're forwarding this to our managers. We take this very seriously. We're sorry we let you down, and we'll be in touch with you right away." But if it was a positive review with 5 stars, it asks them to post it online and gives them extra loyalty points for sharing their great experience with Facebook or Google or even on Antoinette's website. So this is achieving 2 key money-making effects for the restaurant. The first is that it's improving the restaurant's star rating online by making sure that those unfair, ridiculous Karens don't drag it down with their 1-star nonsense reviews. And instead they can be handled quietly by the manager that they're always requesting to speak to. There's data that shows that for every 1-star review that ends up on Google or Yelp, sales for a restaurant decrease by $700. $700 in lost potential sales and new customers just from one-star review. Not to mention what the decrease in star rating does to sales over time. And the second effect it achieves is incentivizing word of mouth and actually driving more positive reviews. Just like negative reviews can decrease sales, positive reviews can massively increase them. We all know that there's nothing more powerful than word of mouth in the restaurant business. A recommendation from a friend or a person in our community telling us, "Hey, you've got to try this place out." So by making sure that the people who loved their experience are constantly sharing it online, we're making more money from each customer and making sure that they all get an amazing experience in ordering from us, which of course is going to increase their frequency and increase their loyalty to us because we're showing them that we care. As for how specifically Antoinette does it and how I know her numbers, she uses our platform at Owner.com, which has this campaign and all the others we're covering built in automatically. It's got comprehensive email marketing software for restaurants and templates that you can integrate with your online ordering and mobile apps and POS. It's also what Rahul from Saffron uses and Mo and Omar from Talkin' Tacos, along with thousands of other restaurant owners. That's how I know which campaigns work and which don't. I'd recommend checking it out at Owner.com to get a free demo to see if it would work for your specific needs.
Thousands of restaurant owners across the United States use Owner.com.
Anyway, that's the end of the Owner commercial. Let's get back into the next must-have email. The number 4 must-have restaurant email marketing campaign is the specials campaign. The best example I've seen of the specials campaign comes from Timmery Shibley, the owner of Doodah Diner in Wichita, Kansas. When they first opened their doors, their husband, Chef Patrick, came up with a genius way to keep regulars engaged, where every week he creates a new special for the menu that's just available for that week that people within the dining room absolutely loved. So Timmery, his co-owner and wife, thought to herself, why don't we just do this online to stay top of mind and give regulars this as an update to their email? So she started building an online email list on her website and social medias where she sends out a weekly broadcast and text message to all of them telling them about what the special of the week is. It says something along the lines of, hey Adam, Timmery here with the Doodah Diner weekly special. This week, we are introducing our scrumptious crab cake Benedict, available while ingredients last. Then it has a picture of the crab cake Benedict, and the pictures always look really good, no wonder it works, and a description under it, because again, those pictures are important as people eat with their eyes. That description is something frou-frou, like French-style lumpy crab cakes on top of crispy hash browns and poached eggs. Hollandaise sauce, grilled asparagus, and jalapeno bacon crumbles. You can enjoy this dish in our dining room or use our app to order it for easy takeout or delivery. And every single week, she engages her community of customers in Wichita, Kansas with these weekly special emails who love her gourmet food and who are excited to try the next dish that her husband, Chef Patrick, whips up from scratch. It depends on the week, but on the typical week, this is driving a minimum of $500 in additional sales for her. Every week, like clockwork, which is $2,000 a month or $24,000 a year minimum. Sometimes these specials are a huge hit, and the extra sales that she sees are multiple times that if the special is extra popular. This is the one email on the list that can't exactly be automated, or not very easily at least, because it requires coming up with a new weekly special. What Timmery does to somewhat simplify it is she rotates between 20 to 30 different specials throughout the year that she's already photographed, that she's already gotten descriptions written for, that she already knows are popular, because she's been doing this for years and years. So it makes it easier for her to promote them since the pictures and the descriptions are ready to send out to the regulars. And it still feels novel to the guest because they're rotating every week. But that's part of why it's so powerful. It feels personalized and like a rare opportunity to try those gourmet dishes. So to break down why this works, number 1, it keeps Doodah Diner constantly top of mind with customers because it's so easy in this noisy world to forget about restaurants, so it constantly is keeping them informed and excited to try new items on the menu. Second, it has scarcity built in. The second line in the email has the key phrase, available while ingredients last, building urgency for that customer to get those dishes while they can. Third, it lets people eat with their eyes, the beautiful picture. It keeps it simple so that people can actually look forward to skimming that email every week and seeing the tasty food that Chef Patrick has whipped up. Okay, so now that we've covered the one email that can't be automated, let's get back to the ones that can be automated, that you can set and forget on autopilot. This next one is probably our most powerful email in the entire batch for instantly driving sales. The number 5 must-have restaurant email is the you might also like email. The best use of this email I've seen comes again from Rahul, the owner of Saffron Indian Kitchen in Philadelphia. We started this video with him, but this email works even better than the first one we started with. In his dining room, he noticed guests were constantly asking servers for recommendations, including regulars who had been there before. It wasn't just new people that wanted recommendations, it was everybody. So he set up an automatic email campaign to make recommendations automatically, and he gets absolutely amazing results from it. Over the past 30 days, this email has driven him over $4,000 in trackable sales. The way it works is it waits 3 days after a customer orders a specific dish twice from the restaurant menu, and it says, Adam, if you liked our tandoori lamb chops, we think you might also like our tandoori chicken. Then it has a picture of that dish it's recommending and a description, just like the one we saw from Timmery. Then it says, guests who love the lamb chops also tend to love the chicken. You can order them on our website or app to skip the line, or even do delivery to get it right to the front door of your house and earn loyalty points. It also sends it to regulars every few months that consistently order to keep selling other dishes to them to cross-sell. This increases average order size and it increases the types of meals that regulars think of you for. We actually found this email so effective that we built it into our platform to make automatic recommendations using the latest in machine learning so that it's constantly scanning what dishes do people tend to pair together, and then when somebody tends to like a specific dish, it sends them email and text campaigns saying, hey, if you liked this dish, you're going to love this one. Speaking of automated emails, there's another one that comes to mind which we have to cover in this video, and it's the number 6 must-have restaurant email, the story email. The best example of this story email comes from my friends Sam Ficini and John Arena, the owners of Metro Pizza in Las Vegas. They credited the strategy behind this email with why they have been one of the nation's highest volume pizzeria for decades, driving many millions of dollars in sales every year, extremely efficiently. And that strategy, broadly, that they've credited with their success is storytelling. Constantly telling their customers their story, how it all started for them, how being in the pizza business runs in their blood, how this is their passion and what they love in the world, how their family had pizza shops in New York and how they're now operating an extension of that family legacy which has been going on for many decades. And they apply this in email too. Super simply, a week after someone joined their email list, after sending that welcome email we covered, they send a personalized note sharing their story. This is powerful because people are inspired by entrepreneurs. And as a restaurant owner, you all have stories to tell. So sharing how you started to own your business and your journey to get there can help you build connections with people. Some restaurant stories are stories of immigration, of coming to this country for a better life and now getting to live our American dream by owning our own restaurant. Others are stories of family or of falling in love with a specific type of food and wanting to bring it to your community. It doesn't have an instant sales impact like a lot of the other emails that we've covered in this series, but it has a massive sales impact over the long run. It actually may be the most powerful sales driver of the whole list, even if it's not measurable right away. Because people love to support people and buy from people in their communities, way more than they like to buy from corporations. When people get to know you as the owner behind the restaurant, they more deeply connect with your food and order more frequently and are more loyal customers and are more likely to tell their friends about it. I've constantly seen this pattern of great storytelling time and time again among the most successful independent restaurant owners that I've studied and gotten to work with. They're amazing at connecting with customers through sharing their story, through being vulnerable, through talking about the difficult periods that they went through in order to open their restaurant, and constantly sharing how and why the restaurant came to be, how this is a part of themselves, how this is so important to them, and it deepens those relationships with customers. Okay, so to wrap up the list with another extremely powerful money-making email that Rahul from Saffron has used to increase sales. Number 7 must-have restaurant email is the regular revival email. Rahul from Saffron noticed in his own life that he would love ordering from certain restaurants for some periods of time, but then he'd get busy and he'd forget about why he loved those restaurants so much and fall out of the habit of ordering consistently from them. And he thought, if this happens with me to other restaurants and I'm in this business, this must be happening in my restaurant where our regulars just kind of forget to order from us. Have you ever had that experience? It turns out that almost everybody has that experience, and it costs restaurants hundreds of thousands of dollars in lost potential sales to just let those regulars go. So anyway, what he did to solve this problem was ingenious. He activated an email that checks if somebody has ordered more than 3 times from his restaurant, but then hasn't ordered in the past 45 days. And then on that 45th day that they haven't ordered, even if they've already been a regular, he sends them a set of emails to get them to order frequently from him again. It starts off by saying something along the lines of, "Hey Adam, we miss you. We noticed you used to order a lot, but haven't been in a while. In case it helps, we want to offer you 20% off your next online order this week. You can use code REGULAR on our app or website to redeem it and reorder your past favorite from us in just a few easy taps. And then integration with their past order so that they can click order again in one easy tap to get what they typically order. And then it says, thank you Rahul, owner of Saffron. Then it shows them a breakdown, again, of what they've ordered in the past inside a big box that makes it easy to order again. And it says order again to make it as frictionless as possible to place that repeat order and to be revived as a regular, which is why it's called the regular revival campaign. This works for 3 reasons. The first is that this customer is clearly already a fan of the restaurant since they've ordered multiple times. The second is that it gives them a clear reason to order again, reminding them of their favorite dishes and typical orders, and makes them feel special by recognizing that they're missed and offering them 20% off that next order. The third is that it removes all of the friction from ordering again. It literally just takes a few seconds to place that order again because they have a big order again button on the email that makes the customer be able to place that repeat order in just a few taps. And if they tap that email and they have the app installed, the Saffron app that is, it'll open it in the app and make it super easy for them to order again. Anyway, those are the 7 must-have emails. Like I said earlier in this video, the reason I know so well what works is because I've been building a restaurant marketing platform for the past 5 years called Owner.com, which is used by thousands of restaurants, and it does all-in-one restaurant marketing. It has all of these email marketing campaigns built in automatically, and it integrates with the website, the app, the point of sale, and it integrates with the website to actually collect more emails. And it also integrates with the loyalty system to remind people of loyalty rewards, which we didn't even cover, but that's pretty effective too. And it creates an overall seamless email experience with those order again buttons and those integrations. If you think it would be useful to have all of this set up and done automatically for you, you can check out our product at Owner.com to see if it might be a fit for your restaurant. By the way, since you've made it this far, I've got a big favor to ask. Can you please take 30 seconds to tell me which of these emails was your favorite in the comments? As you can tell, I put a ton of effort into making these videos for you. I love it. And I love even more to hear your feedback and to engage with you because it helps me learn what works best and it also helps this video go more viral. And as you can tell, I'm a marketer. So to summarize this video for you, I'd love to hear which of these was your favorite. The first email we covered was the cart abandonment email, telling customers they forgot to complete their order. The second email that we covered was the welcome to our list email, which sets expectations with new email subscribers and it gives them a reason to order. The third was the feedback email, making sure that Karens don't go on the internet talking trash and making sure that the very happy regulars are super fans online and leave you positive feedback. The fourth was the specials email, telling customers about weekly or monthly specials. The fifth was the you might also like email, cross-selling dishes and making recommendations. The sixth was the story building email that promotes that emotional connection with guests by sharing your story, deepening that relationship with them and making them order more frequently and more likely to share your restaurant with friends. And the seventh was the regular revival email, automatically asking past regulars to try ordering from you again and offering them an incentive to do so that they get back in the habit of repeatedly ordering from you. So comment down below which of these you found the most useful. It would really mean a lot. And if you liked this video, I highly recommend watching my SEO for restaurants video next. Email marketing is the best way to keep regulars engaged, as you could tell. But SEO is actually the best way for restaurants to drive sales in another way, by acquiring new customers. It is hands down the most effective way I've seen for restaurants to increase the amount of new customers they're driving and increase customer discovery, but without having to pay ridiculous 30% commissions to you know who. Anyway, in that video, I share real numbers from real restaurants using Google SEO, just like I did in this one, and explain all of the reasons why SEO can be so powerful to restaurants. Hope to see you around this channel soon. Click subscribe if you haven't already to be notified when I post these new videos, and take care. Thanks again for taking the time to watch. Bye.